Welcome to the Locker, Season 3, Episode 11. I'm your man, A. White, along with Van House. A lot of things going on this past week, a lot of stuff to talk about. What's going on with you?
Man, same old, same old. We are getting into the nitty-gritty of track season, district, regionals, and state. So these next 3 weeks are going to be kind of hectic.
So you might be available, you might not be available.
Yeah, next, what's that? Yeah, next 2 weeks I won't. District is on a Wednesday. No. I think it's just next week. I think regional's on a Tuesday.
Well, you'll figure it out sometime.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure. There's no
The man who has scheduled random thoughts. I'm sure you can figure out the schedule. I'm sure of that.
It's not a schedule random thought. It's a random thought, and then I give everybody a heads up. That's all.
So I don't know why. Okay, but I don't know why you got to give them a heads up. You just go live. You just go live when it's a random thought.
Right. When people ask me to do something, I was like, all right, I'll try it.
Anyways, let me see. Well, good luck to the team, Young House, everybody involved, old House, Young House. Good luck to them. I don't believe in luck. I wish them well. Wish them all the best.
Right. And he has one state championship already. I have two, and I got mine later on in life. So we'll see.
Y'all didn't participate in track last year, right? Y'all didn't have it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I thought y'all didn't have it.
No, that was his 8th grade year. So the year before. Last year was 2021.
Okay.
2020, they didn't have it.
All right. So here go the laundry list of topics. You tell me where you want to be at. We got a girl named Abigail Steiner.
Abby Steiner. They don't call share about her giving name. Give her Abby Steiner. Abby Steiner.
Hold on. Before you say that, one day after a game, my parents came to a game, and Charles Woodson, after the game, I wanted to take a picture. My mom's like, hey, let's get a picture with him. I said, Chuck, hey, let's take a picture. He came over and whispered my ear and said, man, don't ever call me Chuck. All right. So, I mean, you can't just be calling people nicknames because you want to, man.
No.
Mama named her Abigail. I'm going to call her Abigail.
Abigail is nowhere on anything associated with her. It's always Abby. See, she's almost on a level just when you say Abby, all them other Abigails that have to be called Abigail because Abby has taken the moniker of Abby from Abigail. When you say Abby in track, you know who it is. It's that girl from Kentucky.
Now you stretching. But hey, she getting there.
Real.
She's only one meet in. She's only one meet in. Right?
No, okay.
First 100. This is her first 100.
One outdoor meet, yeah.
Yeah, Larry Vaught informed me of that. So we got Abby Steiner. We got spring games, spring ball to talk about. We got the Winter Wonderland spring ball to talk about.
Right.
Ryan Howard, number 1 pick overall. And who were the number 1 picks? Anthony Davis, Tim Couch, Carl Anthony Towns, and now Ryan Howard.
And John Wall. John Wall was number 1?
I don't know. They didn't have him as number 1. I don't think John Wall was on the list. I'm with you. I may be wrong. I'm probably wrong, but I don't think he was on the list that I'm reciting.
Really?
But I think
he was number 1.
Yeah, he was?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's John Wall there. All right. I had one other topic. Oh, basketball transfers. Basketball transfer. We can't even get the show going good. We're gonna let the fans dictate. We're gonna let the fans dictate. And here's question number 1, Van House. Do you think Cavassier smoke leaves?
I'm trying. Hey, this is the locker, so I can say how I want to say it, right? I think he has to leave. Now, there's people have to understand there's like players have different motives for being at a program. Smoke, when C-Rod came back last year, right? And there was talk that he might leave. Now, we both said he's coming back, but there was talk that he might leave, right?
Right.
And I don't know if we said it here or we said it when the camera was off. If C-Rod comes back next year, he's got to go because he won't get the run because he's got injury problems. You got Jatan coming. You got Donut. Like, where is he going to get his reps at? He's going to get reps? Sure. Is he going to get a lot of reps? No. And it gets worse now. It gets worse now because Lavelle Wright showed his ass in that Louisville game, and now you can't keep him away. So, but the bad part about it is he waited too long. Where is he going to go now? Yeah. No. What I'm saying is, if you want to go somewhere big, he's going to have to go down a level. Okay, go ahead. Tell me.
Are you now? Hold on now. Let me preface this by I'm not giving those sources, but I'm not the one who say my sources said. So I'm not just bringing this up.
Okay.
From the comments you just made, I'm sure you are unaware, just like I am unaware, that Kavosiey Smoke tested the waters.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. That's what, and I led off with there are different motives. I'm not shocked.
It was quiet. He kept quiet, but he tested the waters.
That's smart. Here's the thing, though, right? There's a lot of kids in that damn portal who don't get picked up. I know we have said this many times. And this is why fans need to damn calm down sometimes when guys leave. Give me one. No. I'm going to say it because I might have missed one guy. Give me two guys that have left the UK football program and has made a great impact on another school.
Terry Wilson. Hey, man, that was not a Terry Wilson joke, but his first game was spectacular. Oh, Brian Koback.
Okay. That's one. But he had to go down a level.
It was still Division I.
No. What I mean, Power 5 to Group of 5.
Yep. Did he go? No, he didn't go. Wait a minute. We had a running back, or he mean the one that went to Toledo?
Yeah,
I think Tony, you mean the one that went to
Toledo. I think Tony's talking about the one that went to Toledo because we haven't had another. Think of them. None. There's zero. I'm talking about impact. Not someone that goes somewhere like Brown went to Purdue.
Dusty Bonner.
Okay, dude. Stoops error. Because Dusty did ball out. He still went down. He went down 2 levels. I'm not talking about Devonshire that went to Pitt and had a decent game in one game, and Brown went to Pitt. I mean someone who makes a damn impact. It's zero.
Who do you blame for that, though? Do you blame Big Dog for bringing in these guys that can't play at this level and they find that out? Do you blame coaches not adjusting the scheme, the players not fitting into the scheme? Because
did we just not talk about, if it wasn't last year, the year before, about a guy from Alabama leaving Alabama because he could? Everybody, recruiting to me is worse than the NFL draft. And we know how the NFL draft goes with people they pick and don't pan out.
Right.
It's hard. It's hard to just nail down a kid. I'm not. We'll see. I'm not. Well, what's the word I'm trying to look for? I'm not banking on them to hit on every damn recruit. the thing that they do is stack up on recruits. So if one guy doesn't pan out, they got one coming in out the cupboard that's going to fill that spot in that they lost. So now well, there's two positions that I'm not worried about on this team. Well, there's three positions. It's running back, defensive line, and inside linebacker.
Defense line, inside linebacker, and what else?
And running back.
Running back, quarterback.
Nah.
You worried about quarterback?
I'm not. I'm just. There's three positions that I don't care who gets hurt. If C-Rod gets hurt, I'm not worried. If I want to put if one of our inside starting inside linebackers get hurt, I'm not worried. If one of our defensive linemen gets hurt, I'm not worried. If we lose Will Levis, I worry a little bit. Right, not saying that the backup can't come in and perform, but it may. I pause a little bit. But the other ones, those other three positions, I'm not worried about it.
My one concern when you're talking about who we bringing in, my concern is I hear what you're saying. I echo what you're saying. We have both been in the situations that you are talking about. My thing is, at this level, I know guys see they can't compete and they get the hell on up out of there. What you got to do. But my thing is, how is our evaluation process so flawed? Not so flawed, but it is flawed to the point where I don't care if the guys come in and don't win a spot. These guys, how are you bringing in guys that's not going to compete?
Well, I mean, if we talk about Smoke had
the guys who are transferring.
Oh, who's transferring?
Reason, if you were either far off on talent because if they're transferring and even MAC, the conference doesn't want them, then something's wrong there. But how do we bring you in that you couldn't compete with the guys we already had here?
Because these last 2 to 3 years we've been recruiting our asshole. That's why. When you start recruiting top 15 class, it's like that 2020 class of defensive linemen, right? Some of them guys like Isaiah Gibson's and those guys had to say in the Mahomes, right? Those guys had to say, okay, these guys just better than me. And I had a spot. I had a spot, but now they just come and taking my spot. And we all say, if you got a freshman come in and they leapfrog you, you're done.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You're done. So that 2020 class defensive lineman, right? Because we're getting mass exodus at only a couple positions. We got to add defensive lineman. We got to add a little bit of wide receiver. And I'm shocked we haven't got that running back. I'm shocked.
That is true.
I'm shocked that Drennan's still here. I'm shocked that Smoke is still here. Because you only got, it's like quarterback. You only got one ball.
Right.
And when C-Rod came back, it's like, okay, so now Jatan got a lot of run. C-Rod's going to get all the run. Now you got Jatan. Now you got Smoke, Lavelle Wright, and Donut. That's 4 guys vying for crumbs of carries. I mean, to be honest with you, and it seems like they're going to throw the damn ball a lot. That's what it looks like. So how many carries are we going to get? 20 carries? 25?
I think we run tempo.
You know damn well he's not going to run no damn tempo.
I think that's what Scangarello. That San Francisco offense was so aggressive when I like watching when they had them 3 backs. And that was 2 years ago. That wasn't last year. That was 2 years ago. When they were there, and it was just pressure. They were just applying pressure every play, man. They rotate people in. They got Debo in the backfield. It's all kind. But they're not giving you chances to adjust to what they about to run. Like he's staying to play ahead of the defense, which is tough to do.
I just don't think Stoops is going to allow his defense to. You get 10 seconds of, you get a minute of actual time of your guys on the bench. If they go 3 and out, I'm not. I'm there with you.
You don't think Stoops has changed too, especially with our defensive backs being inexperienced.
Not tempo. not tempo. I just don't see him snapping the ball every 15 seconds.
Yeah, I would like to see it. But if you want to, and here's one thing that I would assume we would agree on is that the two times, well, not the two, the few times that he's handcuffed and crippled his OCs, it hurt him. Now, some of them may do long enough before he fired them or they had to get up out of here. But I think he's been, this is his first head coaching gig. So I think he's learning a little bit. I mean, your boy
Eddie Grant?
Nick had to evolve a little bit. No, not tempo, but he had to evolve too. The game got to change a little bit. But if you want Scangarello to come in here and do what he does, you can't tell him, I want you to do what you do, but don't do this.
Okay. Well, here's the deal, right? If they throwing a damn ball, if Will Levis gets anywhere close to 40 attempts a game, Stoops has changed.
We shouldn't have to go 40 attempts.
I'm just saying, that's what I'm saying. But we go, you're gonna get 68-ish plays, right? If we go 40 plays, that means we're only gonna run it 20 sometimes. Right?
I'm not looking for 40 passes. I'm saying tempo as when we come in, rotate, switch the running backs in, and I'm saying.
Oh, I thought you meant tempo, like let's get to the line of scrimmage. Play now.
Like I do mean get to the line of scrimmage, but I mean, even if we get another back in, go to the. I think that would be advantageous to, even if it's just run plays.
Well,
off tackle, stretch.
Well,
off tackle, screen play.
You can't sub and run tempo though, because down back judge gonna be like he's gonna stay on the ball and even so you can't really sub. But I just don't. I would like to see it because tempo puts a lot of damn stress on the defense. It puts a lot of stress on the defense. It makes me as a defense play base a lot because I can't call a play according to what you run on 2nd and 8 because I ain't got time to fucking think. If you want a lot of scrimmage, base, run whatever y'all got. So
I just think we're gonna have that as a package. I don't think it's gonna be our identity. That's the only thing I really loved about San Francisco because I wasn't a San Francisco fan, but when I watched that offense, man, just move and be aggressive, and I'm talking about steadily attacking. There was no takeoff. They just
and it's simple.
How you looking, huh?
And it's simple.
Oh yeah. And that's why I think it's more tempo than just being exotic because everybody's talking about Debo's motion to the back. I think everything's just happening so quick. You're not getting an opportunity to change personnel, or even if you are, okay, Debo's in the game. Okay, they 3 wides. Now all of a sudden he in the backfield. Now you got a whole nother situation.
How many times I was talking about? Wouldn't it be nice to have Drennan and C-Rod in the game and put Drennan as a down? I mean, put Jatan as a slot, and then you can motion them back in the backfield and put 2 backs. And now what damn defense gonna do? Or you
they
put
did that a couple times late.
But they put them at backs. They never motion them out.
Yeah.
So then, to me, if Jatan can't line up at the slot and catch passes, now as a defense, what do? Do I go nickel? Do I stay base? And for me, if I'm OC and they go nickel, I'm putting his ass in the backfield, and then we run zone reads. If y'all ass stay base, he's standing out there in the slot, and I'm running option routes.
Somebody ran an ugly ass option route the other day. I was like, I seen him on the space. It might have been Cavassier. It was ugly because I was watching Will drop back, and there was a lot of time being taken, and he kind of like stumbled or slipped, like coming out of the break. But option route, it really ain't no speed route. Like,
no, it's not
control route. That's why I was like, how did he slip? So, and you know damn well if you slip and you the first or second read on the option route, you leave your quarterback hanging.
He is done. He's toast. Yeah, that. But we'll. Whoa, is Tennessee really not having a spring game? That's shocking.
Man. Yeah, well, so since everybody already jumped on the football thing, we couldn't get a grasp, a hold, or a lead of the show. Let's just jump into it, man. We move around, man. We move around a little bit. So obviously the quarterback was Will. What do you think about the quarterback play after Will? Sharon and Hogan and Allen and
I really like Bo. Bo made, and I said the best throw of the game. That dig route to Dane over the linebackers in front of the safeties said a lot to me. And he had a touchdown drop. His first pass was a drop. I actually think he played a good game. There's still some things I think he needs to pick up the pace on some of the reads. He had I think that was a pass to Lewis that if he would have thrown it on time, I think he would have completed. But he kind of like, you can't. This not high school where you can hesitate and then throw it. So
Stu say the dig was a sack.
was the dig a sack?
Well, he said it was a sack.
It might have been. There was about 5 sacks that didn't get called.
But you know Stu gonna say that anyways. It wasn't a D line. Wasn't it your boy number 25? Or was that a D lineman?
You said 25?
I thought pressure came on that series. I wasn't sure if it was exactly that play.
Yeah, I do remember. I think Josiah got they had a little twist and Josiah came through. That might have been that play. Or was that Sharon's throw to
No, he said he was joking.
No, he's right though. That was a couple of them though. Yeah. They ain't no joking. That was a couple.
They was coming through there.
Because that was one where Sharon threw that down that corner route to Dingle, and then Lovett came and punched it out. That was a sack. I can't remember who came through on that, but that was a sack.
All right. So what you call it? Carter just said Bo. He said Bo probably will look better with the ones, or looks good with the ones.
See, the thing about
it, far behind is Bo still that far behind for you with this new offense?
Is he behind, or is he just not as good as Will? Like, because that's two different things.
Are you gonna worry if Will cannot go?
If Will cannot go, no, because this is why I won't worry. You got C-Rod, Jaton, if Smoke stays, Donut, Lavelle Wright, we can ride that running game. That's a great thing about it is we're not Mike Leach, where everything's on Will Rogers. If Will Rogers goes down, then there's problems because that's a quarterback-centric offense. Right. I think we can be better. We can do better if Will gets hurt. Will be as explosive? No, but we'll probably more efficient, but not as explosive, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay. They still talking about Neyland. Oh, Neyland's under construction. Last time we was up there, we burned the lights out of the scoreboard. They probably got new scoreboard put in.
Right. Right there to put some new LEDs up.
So about the receiving room, man, there's a lot going on about Dane Key had a good day, man, but some people looking like he's still on the borderline of red shirt because we still got to get Javon in there. I don't know if Harris has proven himself in practice. He didn't look bad in scrimmage. He didn't look great. He didn't look bad. I don't think he hurt himself. I don't know if he helped himself.
Who you said?
And Tavion Robinson, huh?
No, who you said did? Who you talking about just now?
Marcus Harris.
Oh, the Marcus Harris. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So what you looking at the receivers?
Here's the thing, right? I don't think they look bad. And we got some dudes that ain't even here yet. You just named one. You still have a name, Barry Brown. You still have a name, God. What's the kid from Cincy? Is his name right too? Brandon White, I think. And then you Jordan Anthony is running 10 ones in 100. You cannot keep 10-1 off the football field. I don't give a damn if he don't know the playbook. I don't care if he don't know the playbook. I don't care if he on those 3 plays. One thing you can't coach is flat out speed. Even if that means he's a damn decoy. You line him up outside and say, just fucking go. They're going to have to do something. He's a tag in.
I got a question, man.
Yeah.
And I got to be honest, man.
Okay.
I felt like this for a long time, man.
Uh-oh.
Have you ever been on a team where like the fast-ass receiver, like the fastest, like the blazing, the fastest receiver could catch? Craig is the only receiver, except for the NFL. Craig is the only receiver I've ever been around that was like I'm talking about top 2 fastest on the team that could catch.
Keo Sanford.
If
Keo wasn't the fastest, he was second.
Decent hands. Huh?
Oh, decent hands. Okay, you saying great hands?
I'm talking about that like most of them have a tough time catching. They're not threats. They are threats because of speed, like you said, but when they throw that 6 route, it's a 50-50 ball.
I don't know of any. Not with that kind of speed. I mean, dude, this is world-class speed.
Marvin Love had world-class speed.
Yeah. But Marvin Love went to DB too. So did Marvin Love go back to
DB, right?
Yeah. Here's the thing though, right? It's like Ted Ginn Jr. It's the scaredness of the defense. The Deshaun Jackson had hands.
Yeah, hell yeah. No, I said in the league is a whole lot different, man.
Well, Deshaun Jackson played college first.
In my experience.
Oh, your experience.
Yeah, the fast,
people. Would you call? Did you? Nah, I was gonna say Oz didn't have great speed, but he was in the phone booth. He'll kick your ass. Yeah. The only one I could look. Keo Sanford has scary speed.
Yeah, right.
And he would catch most of the balls. Most of them.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you, when you got Scangarello, who he'll run a jet sweep on your ass, even if he just runs jet sweeps. If that's the only thing he runs, right? Here's the thing, he is so fast, even if the defense knows it's coming, they can't stop it. How they gonna stop the jet sweep?
Yeah.
Right?
Got to honor. You got to give us that edge.
You got
just
to.
Keep on the motion and going off tackles. Get that wide in.
The defense can't overshift because if they overshift, the quarterback just fucking keep it. Shit. Yeah. He can, if you overplay it, you're in trouble. So, I mean, you cannot keep him off the field. That doesn't mean he's gonna play. He's gonna get 30 snaps a game, but you got to put him in a game for 3, 4, 5.
Now you talking, man. How many damn receivers you think gonna play?
Dude, you know receivers need to rotate out anyway.
I know, but dude, hold on. So you put Javon Baker in there.
Yep.
DeMarcus Harris, Tavion Robinson.
Yep.
Chauncey Magwood.
Yep.
And depending on what's up with Dale Crowders, Chris Lewis. Like you said, Berrien, and we still ain't really got to the people we're talking about. So I done named damn near 9 people.
That's what I'm saying. That's
come on, man.
No, hold on. That's some people are gonna be gone. I can't see how, since we on the locker, right? I can't see how Tay stays. I can't see it.
Tay
Crooms.
Oh.
Right? I can't see. I mean, now we starting to get. I mean, this is how crazy it is, right? Christian Lewis was supposed to be the dude of that receiving class last year, right?
Right.
What's going to happen to him? Is he going to have the patience? Because he dropped the ball in the end zone. I think that was the Bo Allen throw.
Yeah. What's the roll when it's rolling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now he does have patience to stay. Because doesn't Baker have 2 years left?
I think so.
Yeah. Tavion is gone.
Yeah,
but I think Baker has 2. But then you put Barry Brown and Dane Key right over top of him. It's gonna be. Here's the thing: it's great to have that amount of talent, and you can't have too many receivers either.
Is there something you got to take into consideration? What you just said, man? You talking about who's gonna move over this person, and one thing I doggone well know, and you doggone well know, they're out there running them routes in spring practice against Kentucky. One, they ain't gonna hit you hard.
Nope.
2 is vanilla defense.
Yep.
And here's the one thing about it, and I know knock on nothing. This is just thing to be prepared for and keep things in perspective. Dane ran that dig route without being touched. Looked good. He ran that dig route without being touched. He came off clean, curled on a whatever was safety or back or whoever. He curled on him good, and Will banged it in there. I thought Will should have waited for the second window, but Will, he threw it in there right, but Dane wasn't expected it in that first window coming out the break. But he came out the break clean. Nobody touched him. That ain't gonna happen too many times.
Well, that's the problem, right? We play zone. Can these guys get off a press man? I mean, that's
but I'm talking you running across the middle. You running a dig knowing you. I'm talking about somebody trying to redirect you or putting hands on you. I'm talking about hands at all. Go back and look at it. I might be wrong, but it looked like there was not touched the whole route.
Yeah, the linebacker didn't touch him. The linebacker tried to extend him, which he did extend him.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting. I mean, we say this is just a damn glorified damn 7-on-7. So
but
here's the deal, right? This is where I look at it too. This is also April 6th or 9th or whatever it was. April 9th-ish. It doesn't matter. Whatever day it was. April 9th. This is not September. They got a lot of time to keep improving. So I'm gonna give pause on that. Dane needs to get out. Dane should be in high school right now.
Yeah, that's true.
He ran a high school dig route. That was a high school dig. And in college, you can't get to the top and then stem and then cut. It's not that pretty no more. You gotta stick that foot in and turn around. And he was a little late on turning his head around, but it is what it is.
Oh yeah, no, it's all good stuff. We got it done. Like I said, I don't want people to get in perspective and like, oh, what happened to this guy? He had a good spring, because I don't know if I ever had a bad spring, but I know a lot of people who had great springs, and then when it came to game time, and it was a whole different situation. So I never really, put a whole lot of stock in spring. I think you could tell some things, speed, throwing. Because here's the other thing you got to take into perspective about even that dig route. Will was able to step into that throw because there wasn't nobody going to hit him. That's why that bad boy, like you said, is over backward in the first window. Now, if you think of somebody coming or somebody got their hands up or your follow through or somebody coming, you don't get to step in through it too much. But
yeah, that's and come on. And the guys you talking about are usually offensive players who shines a lot. The intensity of that game defensively is not even close to what it'll be in a real game. It's like me when I went to the Bears and they put me in a real game. I'm like, damn, this is different than preseason. It doesn't ratchet up. Oh, they say, well, man, like, hey, it's gonna be a little bit faster. No, motherfuckers, that wasn't a little bit faster. That was mock speed compared to what y'all was doing in preseason. So it's the same thing. When you strap it up and it's for W's and L's, the game is a lot faster than what it is in damn spring football.
Yeah, man. We was talking about, and your girl Ann asked about we were talking about it on Sunday mornings about the tight end room. Who do you think is going to end up being the starting tight end or the first tight end TE1, say week 3 or 4?
Here's the thing I want people to understand too. If this was back in the 90s when we did spring games, you would have saw a lot more tight end action. You would have saw all kinds of shit thrown. This game was on TV. They weren't gonna throw nothing to nobody. So I'm gonna say this. I think the first I'm gonna go a little bit of a stretch on this because I think we're gonna get in the red zone. We're gonna throw that thing to Brendan Bates. I think Brendan Bates is gonna get the first touchdown because it's gonna be a situation where they're gonna come in a heavy formation and people are gonna be like, oh, they're gonna throw it to Cummings or Upshaw. You're gonna do a little boot waggle, come back to the side and hit Bates in the flat. That's who I think is gonna get the first touchdown.
I didn't ask you who was going to get the damn first touchdown. I asked you who was going to be the number one tight end.
Oh, number one, like starter or number one in reception? What number one?
Number one, T1. Like if we're in a one tight end set, who gonna be one more time?
I think it's gonna be Bates.
Really? So you disrespecting the other two people that I thought?
No. I just if I'm on defense and Isaiah Cummings or Keaton Upshaw come in the game, y'all fucking passing the ball.
Okay.
I mean, so if I'm Scangarello and I want to run play action, I'm gonna put Bates in one of them. Now, if we just go on 11 personnel, it's gonna be Bates. If we go 12, it'll probably be Upshaw and Bates, or Bates and Cummings. I think Bates is your tight end one.
Even in 11, he can't get no stretch. He can't outside his own block. Cummings can't outside his own. You're not giving Upshaw no credit for blocking. No blocking threat at all. Let me look at how big is Upshaw? Upshaw, big dude, bro. Upshaw's a big dude, man.
Just because you're a big dude don't mean you like being in them trenches, though.
He's 6'6", 245.
Yeah.
Let me see where Bates run at. And Bates runs at
he's a big dude too.
Raining out here. 6'5", 255.
And
same, give or take.
And Bates has shown he's got some wheels. He's not Upshaw wheels.
What you call it? Said Big Dog said he the fastest tight end.
So Bates to me is your, but they ain't gonna. I don't see them running. To me, they either gonna go with two tights or they're gonna go with no tights. I think they're gonna go with two tights or they're gonna go 5 wide, or they're gonna go 2 back and 3 wide. I don't think there's gonna be a situation where they put just one tight end in the game. I don't think.
So you think B-Mac? You think about what B-Mac say?
Wow.
Just because of the set, though, right? You're not talking about. You're talking about the set, huh?
Wow.
And you can move around a whole lot more.
I don't think we're gonna see that much down fullback out.
I don't think so either.
That would mean Dingle will have to play a lot of H-back. And if you're gonna play H-back, you might as well put them Upshaw or Cummings in at your H-back. I don't see as much fullback. What are they gonna call it? I don't see too much 22 action. I just don't. I don't see 2 backs, 2 tight ends.
Or are you talking about Jordan Dingle?
No, you're talking about the tight end.
No, the fullback.
The fullback. Justin Dingle. Well, okay. Thank you. Can you clarify that, BT?
Yeah, I just thought about that.
Because Jordan Dingle is not playing more than Keaton Upshaw.
I thought he was talking about Justin.
That's what I thought he was talking about too. Hey, if he's saying Jordan's not going to play more than Keaton. Jordan's not even close to being heavy in the ass enough to take on any kind of block. He is a pure stretch 4. He's a straight 3-point shooter. You got to spit his ass out.
You got to be big enough. So you got to be a big enough threat to stay on the field where you're not giving a tip every time you on the field.
Right. Exactly.
All right, man. You think which color gonna play this year? Get a lot of burn. Or you think they're gonna redshirt him? That's a big boy too, boy. Oh, Keontae. Ooh, man, he was out there taking these dudes.
Dude.
Oh man.
I'm gonna say this. I saw his interview. I like the kid. But no but. I expect him to be a little nastier. He had a couple plays where he was driving the guy, he was driving him, and then he's like, okay, I'm gonna let you go. Like, who's a guard we had a few years ago that jumped outside a lot? I can't think of his name right now. He went to the Lions. Steinberg.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna be well, he's gonna just dump his ass. Like he could have dumped him, but he's like, nah, you're my teammate. I'm gonna hold you up.
That makes sense.
I thought he was gonna dump him.
Somebody can stumble over and twist the ankle or something. No, but I you know what? You know, I said this before. You know what he reminds me of? Old Pace, man. Because Old Pace was gentle. Yeah. He wasn't gritty and he wasn't dirty. I'm telling you, when I was watching the play, he driving this dude and he jerking his body. The way he was jerking his body, like he had him in complete control.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I don't know why you would do that in the spring game. Maybe you do that in practice.
I was surprised you just dump him. Just like you said, he was like treating like a little rag dog. You're like, what you doing? What you doing? You ain't getting away. Then let him go. I'm like, oh man, you could have finished him.
So you think he gonna redshirt? You think he gonna play this year?
No, he's playing.
Okay.
What I saw, you know how sometimes you get into that big ass stadium and you get whoa. He didn't seem like that. You cannot keep somebody that damn big and that damn athletic off the field for too long. You just can't. Not saying he's gonna play a lot, where he's gonna be the starter and he's gonna play 85% of the plays, but I think he's gonna get a lot of run, especially early. This is what people gotta understand. We played Miami, Ohio. Then we play Florida. Then we play Youngstown State. Then we play Illinois State. Northern Illinois, right? So them three out of 4 games, he's gonna probably play a lot. And then you see, okay, is he able to handle the game plan and the playbook? Is he able to adjust? Is a moment too big for him? I'm gonna say this: if he's balling out in week 4, it might be hard to kick him out the starting lineup too.
I wonder if they want to hold on to him to solidify the line for a couple of years.
Dude, that ain't nothing like having an anchor at left tackle. There's nothing like having an anchor at left tackle.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, you keep him for 4 years. You keep your quarterback clean for 4 years.
It'll be 3. If he's that good, he ain't lasting past that.
That is true. So who are you looking at? Who are you looking at on the line? Is it
Flax, Manning, Cox, Horsey, and Buford? Buford played well.
Who's your first ends on the guards and tackle? You think Wallabar, Jagger, Wilson, Quinn?
What the subs would probably be Jagger and John Young, probably. Your 2 guards.
No arguments here.
I honestly like the way they played. They didn't play mistake-free, but they played pretty well.
Yeah,
remember
I was looking at you on live. You went live, and I was thinking the same you did. I thought the ones looked a little as a unit. I thought they looked a little bit too much leakage here and there. Like I said, they couldn't get loose, so you probably really couldn't tell. But I thought the second quarter, I thought they did a whole lot better, except for those when they was bringing the backers and the safeties every now and then. I think that kind of got them off a little bit, but I think they're also concentrating on doing up front. But I thought I was a little concerned because there was a little bit of leakage with them ones on a couple of those plays in the first 2 drives. I thought I seen a little leakage that the players let up a little bit. I don't think they tried to get there because it's spring.
Yeah, And there was some. I saw them play well together. There was some twists that they did well. Then there were some things that they didn't. It's spring. It's spring. I'm not shocked. I like this. This is what, and I believe this as a quarterback. People always want to talk about the left tackle. The left tackle this, the left tackle that, right?
Right.
As a quarterback, I want my center 2 guards. Because if I can't step up in the pocket, I'm toast. I don't care how good that defensive end goes. If the tackle make him run the horn, I can step up in the pocket and take off. So to me, I want center guard to stop people from coming in my damn lap. Almost as important as those 2 damn tackles.
Right.
Because when you got a quarterback who's not Tom Brady who can't move, you got Will who can move. So I think we're good. To me, the game is one up the middle. Center, 2 guards. If you run the 3-4 like we do, nose tackle and 2 inside linebackers and safeties. Those are the most important people on the field, right up the middle. So I think offensive line, I think we're pretty solid up the middle with Horsey, Cox, and Manning.
Speaking of up the middle, no Stu gonna get on your ass.
Oh, what was Stu say?
No, I ain't saying nothing. He's just over there looking.
No.
What how you feel about the D line, man? Got a lot of young talent out there.
I think Josiah showed a little something. He flashed a couple times. I didn't see Rodgers do what I wanted him to. Like I want to see flashing. I don't want to see just solid. I want to see some flashes. But then, as a defense, you can't go balls out as a defensive lineman because if you hurt Will Levis, your ass might be shipped up out of here. your Scotties might be taken. So, if we didn't run that much, on the ones, they ran more on the 2s than the 1s with Drennan. So it's like, what can you really take away from it? I'm not sure. But I just expect more out of Rodgers. This is his year, and let's do something.
I thought Sam Anele, what's his name? Huh?
Yeah.
I thought he played pretty well for a guy that I didn't recognize the name coming in.
Yeah. Yeah, you damn right. Here's the deal. And I said this when we talked about Rondo a couple years ago. When Ox comes back, it puts everybody in their right spots. The rotation becomes better when you got a dude. And when the offensive coordinator has to kind of game plan against the disruption. So I think when you got Ox, you got Josiah or Rodgers, and I don't know who are you gonna put Ripka back at that Pascal, Phil, D-Tac.
You got the coach right there. Ask him. You got the coach right there. Ask him.
Well, who's gonna be the Phil side 5 tech? Is it gonna be Ripka, or are you gonna put Rodgers over there? Because if you got Ox, Josiah, and Rodgers, I don't know if Rodgers can handle that 5 tech in the field because there's a lot of roaming room over there.
Yeah. Ox, Josiah, Rodgers. Yeah.
Right?
I think he likes Ripka though a lot.
Well, that's fine. I mean, them big horses in the middle are gonna have to rotate.
Right. So, what did the backers show you anything? Man,
Nah.
So maybe they was in cruise control.
I think they were in cruise control. Square didn't play that much. Trevin Wallace is still learning how to play the every down, not just on some downs. Seemed to me like he was a little out of whack sometimes. Thrower was a little bit out of whack sometimes. We'll see. We'll see. They're still young. Here's the thing: is right now when I play corner, I like. Okay, I saw Saunders in there too. I like Reggie Rusk when I was a corner, right? I played with some good safeties, but I specifically like Reggie Rusk when I played corner because when he was back there, Reggie was probably the fastest DB on the team. So that means I could take a little bit more of a chance because I know I got a safety that's going to run him down if I miss something. So I think that's the same thing when Jones is not playing next to square, that trust factor isn't quite 100%. So I think when you put Wallace, probably he plays more with Thrower. Maybe they got a little bit more cohesiveness when they play together. So when you miss and match, it can kind of throw things off a little bit.
Hey, Vol State, y'all didn't want Randall Cobb either. Just for the record.
Facts.
All right, so defensive backs. I was impressed by some little young Thundercats running around out there, man.
I tried to tell y'all.
Joe Williams was all over the place like dog shit. Everywhere like air.
You mean Jordan Lovett?
Nah, Joe Williams was too. Joe Williams was late in the game. It was later though. Lovett ball. Like Lovett ball.
Okay.
That wasn't no surprise.
Okay.
No, late in the game, and it might have been because it was deep in the depth chart, but Joe Williams was making a lot of plays late.
I saw him play locally, so I know he can play. He seems like, honestly, right now, he's thinking too much. From what I saw in high school, where he was just playing, I honestly think he's processed. His processor is going out sometimes. I need him to just let his game go. But they got something back there, man. I'm gonna just say this: he didn't play a lot, I don't think, but Elijah Reed, he made a couple of PBUs.
Yeah.
So here's the thing: again, it's hard playing corner, period. But Andrew Phillips showed me something. I didn't know he'll be that willing to get his nose dirty.
Right.
And he was willing to stick his head in there, which I'm like, okay, all right. And he's competitive. So I don't know what they're going to do. I wouldn't be mad if they got another experienced corner. But I also wouldn't be mad if they roll with what they had. For one simple reason. You got Jordan Wright and J.J. Weaver healthy and coming off the edge. You got Ox with Josiah and Rogers and Ripka putting pressure up the middle. It's going to be hard to throw that ball on us to the outside. So that front is going to make their job a little easier. So if you can get a starter, get him. But I kind of like what we got too.
Yeah, for I said, I think we have to cut our teeth a little bit, learn a little something.
Yeah.
Did, your boy Ty, did he do he do you any justice?
He was downright not good. And here's the thing, and this is a hard part. I say this all the time, right? It's hard. It's a hard being a DB because you can play 60 plays and play 4 horrible plays that everybody noticed, but you won the other 60-some plays, but everybody don't see them. Yeah. But I saw him, man, and I know I don't know who said it or wrote it. Somebody said something like on that play, the dang key, he would have broke up on it because since they couldn't really hit. And I'm like, dude, you were beat. He was inside of you. You were not breaking up that one.
He was still flat-footed.
Yeah, he wasn't breaking up that one. That was either it was going to be incompletion or it was going to be a touchdown.
And maybe he let up prematurely. Before that, I can't do nothing, so let me just get to the spot.
No. If he would have stayed inside of Dane or closer to him, he was doing this when the ball was going this way. And he was beat. It'd be different if he drove up on the ball, right? If he was driving forward and he saw the ball come behind, and then he went this way and then it went that way, okay, that's understandable. If he was driving the ball, he would, like you said, flat-footed back there. Right. And if you flat-footed, it's ball game. Right. They moving. Right. You flat-footed. Nah. Then he had that play to Tavion Robinson, I think a couple passes before that play. Nah. I expect more out of a guy who's been in the program for that long.
Agree. You know who looked good in the uniform? Andre Stewart looked good in the uniform.
Did he?
I was waiting for him to do something. All I do is see him backpedal a couple times and just try, get there. But he looks good in the uniform, especially wearing that 21. He remind me of T. Woods, man.
Okay. Is he big though?
No, I don't know. He ain't look that big on film. I mean, on the thing. Let me see what we got him at. 5'10", 175.
Okay. So he ain't that big.
Yeah. So there we go. That's where we are on this whole football thing. But I'm gonna ask you this. Ryan Howard, number 1 pick overall, man. No surprises to a lot of people. I want to ask you this. I want to ask y'all people watching. Or it look like everybody else. Tony and Vol Steak over there arguing. They've been arguing for the past 20 minutes. But and been chiming in. Carter engaged. Old Stewie over there. Are you gonna follow Ryan Howard's career? And you just may, but I don't see you to be a pro sports type guy, anyways. Too much.
I just bought my daughter a Ryan Howard jersey.
So that mean you gonna watch the game?
Hell yeah, I watch all WNBA games.
Michael Jordan sell more shoes and jerseys, and he ain't played in.
I watched the entire women's basketball tournament. I watched more women's basketball. The only team I watch in men's is us, and I watch as much as women's basketball as I can. And I definitely will be watching. Definitely. Don't let me be in close to Atlanta during the spring and catch a game.
Okay. Are they hard to get in? Can you just go up to the gate and get one? Can you say I'm Van Hiles?
No, I can't. I can't.
Say we work at the locker. I work at the locker. I went to school with
I can't get one comped, but I'll pay for it.
What they cost? What's the going rate you believe?
It can't be more than $30.
That's messed up, man.
What?
That just kind of reminded me of when they showed that thing during the NCAA tournament last year. The disparity.
Dude, hold on, dude. My sister is a season ticket holder for the Pelicans, and it's not that expensive.
New Orleans Pelicans?
Yeah, it's not that expensive.
For
2 seasons.
I mean, are they decent seats?
No, they are a lower bowl baseline corner. Kind of more middle-ish than top.
Okay.
Good, I mean, damn good seats.
Yeah.
She's a season ticket holder. And it's only a few grand. And here's the thing, right? When the Warriors come, I think the Warriors come 2 or 3 times. Well, Braun is leaving. Dude, she sells them tickets alone, and she almost pays for her seats.
You said Braun leaving. You meant
when Braun was coming? I don't know if that's gonna be if the Lakers come. When the Lakers come, that's gonna be as big of a draw. But dude, when Denver comes, they play like I can't remember what she said. I think they play 6 times, something like that. I can't remember, but there's a lot of home games against those teams. So some of them games, when she sees Steph once, she don't have to see him the next 2.
That's about the only thing to see, man. Your Lakers, man.
Man.
What didn't we talk about on this show before when you said how I feel about LeBron? And I think it was me and you. Me and you have had this argument, but me and people at work had this argument. LeBron gets coaches fired is what I say.
Yes, you did say that.
Everybody act like it's an outlandish thing. He get the coach fired, and he lead the organization in turmoil, trying to make heads or tails of what's their tail and what's their ass. And you are a Lakers fan. How do you feel about that?
You know that GM that they hired, Kobe's ex-agent, he needs his ass whooped. I mean, that's now, unless you want to say LeBron is agent is the GM with him, I'm not going to argue with that. They both need their ass whooped. I said it before the season. This is the worst collection of old ass men. This is like grumpy ass. What the movie Grumpy Old Men? Yeah. Come on, man. That was when Jerry West left years ago. We haven't got a good GM since then. We just got finished playing Luol Deng. Do you know who Luol Deng is?
Yeah.
Yeah. When the last time he played in the damn league? He was still on damn payroll.
Y'all signed William Gabriel though.
Yeah.
Y'all just out there making random ass signings. How many people did y'all sign IT at one point in time?
Yes. For a 10-day contract, yeah. I think we did two 10-day contracts.
Hey, and this would tells you that y'all been there, but I'm gonna read the comments over.
I see them too.
Tripping, man. But dang, so ain't nobody gonna watch our show because they can be too busy.
Right. And then they're gonna be scrolling on the comments.
That's why Magic wanted out then, because Pelinka was probably, or whoever the owners, whatever they was making Pelinka do, is probably what they were trying to make Magic do, and Magic was like, nah, I ain't have my name on this stuff.
Yeah, dude. I don't. It made no sense to me when you could see last year we needed shooters. If you're gonna run the offense and what's that?
That's why they got Russ.
That's what I'm saying. What the fuck? Oh my God, yeah.
But
ridiculous.
We're gonna get out of here on this. This is my question. There's been chatter. I know you don't like talking about Kentucky men's basketball for some reason. Where do you stand on the Shade and Sharp thing? Now, you the only one on this show that got kids that can say what you would do or may have to do at some point when your kid is possibly faced with this opportunity. There's several camps. There's a camp that says Shaden should have never came if he wasn't going to play. There's a camp that says Shaden just used us to get to the NBA. There's a camp that says he came and we understand why he's not playing. We glad to have you at UK. You know, save yourself for the NBA if you're going to be a lottery, if you're going to be a top 5 pick. And then I think there's another camp that feels like if you were here, we should have played you because we needed you, even though we only lost 6 games. And are you mad at him or UK for bringing him here? And are you one of those who felt like it was a bad choice bringing him here? Where do you stand on the whole Shaden Sharp thing?
All right, I'm going to try to wrap them all up in real quick. First of all, if he didn't come to UK, he was going somewhere. Everybody and their mom wanted him. So he was going to do the same thing to whomever. So it's not just UK. Second, are you a fan who wouldn't take him for the chance of him playing and let him go somewhere else and have a chance of him playing? You wanted him on the team, period. So no one else can get him in case he wants to play the next year. So that's one thing. As a coach, you can only go by what the family says. And you can't make nobody do nothing. You can't. It's not like you can ease your kid and you can say, okay, I'm going to punish you. I'm going to punish you. And we're going to take away your TV time or your cell phone. You can't do that, man. If he came here and says, Coach, I'm not playing, You have to respect that. If don't, we'll go to fucking North Carolina, Duke, Kansas, Villanova, Texas Tech, XYZ, whomever, UCLA, all of them, right? So you can't make them play. Now, the only thing you can do is go by their word. And here's the thing. Here's the funny thing about it. Is that fans let it play out. We all knew he was going to test the waters. Why else would he come here? Like the test the water thing was, here's one thing. He didn't say, I'm hiring an agent, I'm gone. Because he could have done like Ty did. Said, holla back, I'm out of here. But he didn't. They doing what they said they was going to do. Here's one thing. Here's an angle. And I tell my track kids, nothing positive come out of negativity. So don't be negative. Here's the deal. What if he's testing his waters to see what he needs to improve on for next season to become the number one pick? Because that's using the resource you have. Maybe he's coming back. I'm not saying, I'm just saying, what if he's coming back regardless, but he wants to know what the league thinks of him right now. And now I got stuff I got to work on. Coach Cal gave me a list of things I need to work on. NBA gave me some things I need to work on. I'm ready to attack it. I'm going to be here next season. I'm only going to be here 1 year. But I'm going to attack those minuses that they're giving me. I'm going to become the number one pick.
2 points. 2 hellified points I want to lay out here. Then we probably can get on the bottom and let you got a rebuttal. 2 hellified points, Van. 1. And I don't care what nobody says. I like the fact that he makes young African-American men rich. And so
a lot of them.
He's going to the NBA when he goes as a Kentucky Wildcat.
Facts.
He could have sat on Duke's bench when as a Duke Blue Devil.
Right.
Here's thing number 2, Van.
Okay.
When a player leaves after 1 year or sits on the bench at UK and doesn't play, there's an uproar because we sent them to the NBA and didn't play here. Where is the uproar when a kid plays for 4 years and doesn't get a college degree? Why don't we have the same uproar? They wasted their time here, didn't they? If they play 4 years and then get a college degree, wouldn't you be more upset about that? You just wasted 4 years than a kid going to make millions because he has the opportunity. Hey.
Wow. How about a kid who stays here 4 years, gets better, and don't get drafted? There's no uproar about that. He did it. He done entertain y'all for 4 years, which y'all want. He's giving you everything he had, but then he doesn't get no one to say, hey, Van, since you didn't make it, we are so upset. We're going to give you something. They're like, all right, dude, you out of here. Oh, I feel so bad for him, but bye-bye.
Yeah, man. Well, hey, we need that scholarship, so we want to see the next person come in. Hopefully,
right.
Hopefully he doesn't leave after a year, but
right. I don't understand the thing where people said or using the thing where he used us. How did he use us? What part about what? How did he use us? And how did he use you?
We don't go 11 or 12 deep in period. So if he's sitting on our bench, he didn't hurt us. And I tell people this too. The best advantage, even if you want to look at that perspective, y'all got to practice against him. If he's the best player in high school, I'm going to be a lottery pick. Our guards had to practice against him.
Facts.
So, I'm like you. I'm gonna see how this thing plays out.
I don't think people understand. If he really wanted to go, when that damn season ended, he could have said, all right, I'm hiring an agent. I'm going to LA. I'm training for the draft. He didn't do that. So.
Yeah, right there. Like Carter said, after them first 7, if he's not playing, it don't matter what he's doing on the bench. It don't matter if he was over at the seating center or the just playing bad. Like, what difference do it make? Like, if he was at Duke, there wouldn't be no big deal. But we would turn our nose up if he went to Duke for a year and got #1 draft pick.
they would have been like, Cal lost it. He lost the touch. He can't get the number one player anymore.
Yeah. Well, we come to this point, people. After a little break, we are back for episode 11. Talk a little spring ball. I want to go back and read this thread over there.
I do too.
That Tony and Val Steak and Louis. I think Louis jumped in there a little.
Yeah, Louis had a couple statements.
But man, we appreciate everybody for watching, man, and checking us out. Go on back to YouTube, man. Share it with your friends. Like, subscribe. I mean, I guess if y'all want to come and chat the whole show and argue, hey, I ain't got no problem with y'all arguing with Tennessee fans coming here trying to throw shade, man. Get his ass out of here.
And it was respectful.
Yeah.
I appreciate you being very respectful and everybody else. That was fun over there. I actually chuckled and I didn't clutch my pearls. I rather chuckle than clutch my pearls. So it was all good.
All right, man. We appreciate y'all. We'll be back next week for another episode.